genzi wawe tugira igihugu kizira ibiyobyabwenge. Rubyiruko nimwe musingi ukomeye w'igihugu. Radio Imanzi 105.1 FM. Gusesagura n'ubupfapfa. Zirikana ko iyo mbimenya ari ijambo ribi maze ukoreshe neza imari yawe. Radio Imanzi 105.1 FM.
Radio Imanzi 105.1 FM.
We got you updated. This is Radio Imanzi News in English.
Tuned to Radio Imanzi, broadcasting from Kigali. Here is the news in English, brought to you by Fiona Omuganwa. The headlines. The Ministry of Education has revealed that 39,655 students who failed to secure a pass mark in 2021-2022 national examinations are set to repeat the school year. Over 80% of businesses in the tourism sector have recovered following the ease of the COVID-19 pandemic, according to the head of tourism and conservation at Rwanda Development Board. Tanzania's electrification efforts has received a boost after the World Bank approved additional financing of $335 million that will support scaling up of grid extension and grid densification in rural areas. Welcome back. News in detail. The Ministry of Education has revealed that 39,655 students who failed to secure a pass mark in the 2021-2022 school year national examinations are set to repeat the year. The details emerged as the ministry announced the results of primary school and ordinary level national examinations for the year 2021-2022. The Minister of Education, Dr. Valentine Uwamadiya, said a total of 206,286 candidates obtained a pass mark in primary school, representing 90.69%, while 21,186, equivalent to 9.31%, failed. Last year, pupils passed exams at 82.8%, which shows an improvement this year. In ordinary level, a total of 108,566 students passed the national exam, representing 85.66%, while 18,469, representing 14.34%, failed exams. Unlike primary national exams, the ordinary level's performance is below compared to 86.3% registered last year. She said of those who passed primary leaving exams, 26,922 received boarding schools, while 179,364 were sent to day schools. Dr. Uwamadiya has revealed that all students who failed to secure a pass mark will repeat classes. The minister also explained the rationale behind new grading system. For each examination, examinable subject, 6 is said to be the highest grade point and 0 as the lowest, according to the new grading system, which was for the first time used in the recently released national examination results. The move, according to the Minister of Education, Valentine Uwamadiya, seeks to harmonize the grading system of candidates in all levels of education, starting from primary to secondary schools. The Rwanda Governance Board's most recent report says in 2021 research showed that citizens are satisfied with service production in the country at a rate of 74.1%, but some in civil society believe that rate is still low. It is a research conducted every year to determine how satisfied citizens are with the services they receive from government institutions near them and the role they play in being well served. According to some of the citizens who spoke to Radio Imanzi, local authorities like to delay services they provide to people, particularly those relating to obtaining land titles. The Rwanda Governance Board says the research findings will assist service providers in improving their public service delivery, thereby solving the issues that have been raised by citizens. Over 80% of businesses in the tourism sector have recovered following the ease of the COVID-19 pandemic, according to the head of tourism and conservation at Rwanda Development Board. Ariela Kajeruka was speaking during the celebration of World Tourism Day at Kigali Convention and Exhibition Village. The day sheds light on the important role played by tourism in enhancing socio-cultural value, generating employment, and running the economy of a country. Kajeruka noted that Rwanda celebrated the tourism sector recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic, especially the meetings, incentives, conferences, and events sector. She added that people in the sector have also returned to their jobs, more careers have been created, and the number is higher than it was in 2019. Muganga Sacco, a medical practitioner's savings and credit cooperative, has been granted a permit to work with medical practitioners and others involved in the health sector. The management of this cooperative has encouraged all medical practitioners and others involved in the health sector to join the cooperative for savings and loans because they are the ones for whom it was established. Since 2018, the 11,000-member Muganga Sacco has made more than 500 million Rwandan francs in profit and had disbursed 2,156,826,537 Rwandan francs worth of loans as of March 24th. Its net worth has now grown to 4.5 billion Rwandan francs, and this gave the cooperative confidence to increase its loan ceiling to 25 million Rwandan francs. Valence Ndonye, a senior official at the Ministry of Health, said that the sector has 20,000 personnel, and if everyone joins, the growth of the bank will be tremendous.
Economic news is a regular feature on Radio Imanzi.
The Rwanda Stock Exchange Market Report. The trading session recorded a turnover of 247,122,500 Rwandan francs worth of bonds traded in 4 deals on the fixed income market and 3,927,000 Rwandan francs from 22,900 shares traded in 7 deals on the equities market. M10 Rwanda closed the counter at 176 Rwandan francs. The trading session recorded a turnover of 3,246,600 Rwandan francs from 19,100 shares traded in 2 deals. Bank of Kigali closed the counter at 272 Rwandan francs. The trading session recorded a turnover of 462,400 Rwandan francs from 1,700 shares traded in 1 deal. I&M Bank closed the counter at 43 Rwandan francs. The trading session recorded a turnover of 43,000 Rwandan francs from 1,000 shares traded in 1 deal. Bralirwa closed the counter at 170 Rwandan francs. The trading session recorded a turnover of 162,000 Rwandan francs from 1,000 shares traded in 2 deals. Simegra closed the counter at 120 Rwandan francs. The trading session recorded a total turnover of 12,000 Rwandan francs from 100 shares traded in one deal. The rest of the equities counters closed with Equity Bank at 440 Rwandan francs, Kenya Commercial Bank at 370 Rwandan francs, National Media Group at 1,200 Rwandan francs, Uchumi Supermarket at 104 Rwandan francs, and RH Buffalo closed the counter at 526 Rwandan francs as the market closed. The currency market review of today. The Kenyan shilling buying price was 8.5 Rwandan francs and the selling price was 8.7. Tanzanian shilling buying price was 0.44 and the selling price was 0.5. Ugandan shilling buying price was 0.26 and the selling price was 0.27. Burundian franc buying price was 0.49 and the selling price was 0.5. The US dollar buying price was 1,031 and the selling price was 1,051. The British pound buying price was 1,098 and the selling price was 1,120. The euro buying price was 985 and the selling price was 1,005 Rwandan francs.
Some items of international news on Radio Imanzi.
Tanzania's electrification effort Tanzania's electrification effort has received a boost after the World Bank approved additional financing of $335 million that will support the scaling up of grid extension and grid densification in rural areas. The new International Development Association credit to the Tanzania Rural Electrification Expansion Program will facilitate an additional 1 million last-mile grid connections, including 8,500 education facilities and 2,500 healthcare facilities, as well as provide renewable energy options and clean cooking solutions to rural households. Pope Francis has appealed for the release of some priests, religious sisters and Christians who were kidnapped in the restive Anglophone region of Cameroon. Gunmen who have identified themselves as fighters for the Ambazonia separatist movement on September 16th torched the St. Mary Catholic Church in the Namfe diocese and kidnapped 5 priests, a nun, a catechist, a cook, and a teenager living at the convent. The Democratic Republic of Congo has declared an end to an Ebola virus outbreak that emerged in North Kivu province in the east of the country 6 weeks ago. The World Health Organization has said only one case of the virus was confirmed on August 15th in Beni, making the DRC's 15th Ebola outbreak its least catastrophic. Somali President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud has arrived in Ethiopian capital Addis Ababa, completing a tour of the country's neighborhood since he was elected in May. Mohamud was received at the Addis Ababa Bole International Airport by Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. And according to the Prime Minister, the Somali leader was welcomed to the land of origins, as Ethiopia often refers to the earlier discoveries of fossils of ancient man on its soil. European companies are beefing up security around pipelines, and energy prices are rising again following the suspected sabotage of 2 pipelines carrying natural gas from Russia, which highlighted the vulnerability of Europe's energy infrastructure. Some European officials and energy experts have said Russia is likely to blame for any sabotage. It directly benefits from higher energy prices and economic anxiety across Europe, although others cautioned against pointing fingers until investigators are able to determine what happened. With that, we come to the end of tonight's edition.